Hello दोस्तों, a warm good morning to all of you. Would like to welcome to this session of our YouTube channel. Hope you are fine, fit and well. Would like to welcome. So, as mentioned on screen, you can see Gopal Gokhel's and techniques, goal and techniques. So, this is mentioned in our syllabus, and also questions are come from this topic. We'll discuss extensively idea, thought, Gopalakrishna Gokhel as a social reformer. Our objective to understand the pattern of question, the expected question, and related concept and theory. Hope you all agree with this point. And on this note, let's start. So, as you see, Gopalakrishna Gokhel. First, as we always discuss the question, and I will tell you where question frame, how to you understand the pattern of question, and it's very important to understand the concept as well. So on these notes, let's discuss our first. So the first question in front of you, Gopal Krishna Gokhel was against. Option A, communal harmony. B, local self government. C, violence, and D, individual liberty. You can also provide the answer to your notebooks. So the correct answer of this option C. Gopalakrishna Gokhel was against the violence because he is the supporter of moderator. He is the scholar of moderator school of thought. You know the thought of a moderator and extremist within the Indian National Congress. From there, Gopal Krishna one of the thing. We'll discuss in upcoming slides. Question number second, the thinker and their idea from below identify the wrong pair. Option A, Gokhel, incremental reform. B, Aurobindo, enlightened humanism. Ambedkar, social democracy. Vivekananda, Raja Yoga. So, from this question, you will get a rationale how the question frame. First of all, try to provide the correct answer of this question. As we know, the option B is the wrong pair because enlightened humanism, as we discussed in our last class, or it's Swami Vivekananda. It's Vivekananda. Okay. Hope you understand. And from here we understand that you have to understand the concept of each and every scholar, and where the related term can be asked in your examination, that I will going to tell you. See, you all are well intelligent guys. You know what is study and what to need to study. But there is a lot of things in this session or video. I will try to do something new which can be helpful in your examination. So that is my objective. Moving to the next question, the similar pattern, the incorrect and correct pair. Option A, Raja Ramohan Roy, theory of natural right. B, Vivekananda, religious toleration. C, Gopalakrishna Gokhel, nationalist phrase. And D, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, archaic home of Veda. As we already discussed in our last system, Raja Ramohan Roy, Gopalakrishna Gokhel is not nationalist phrase. Okay. So option C is the answer. Okay. Moving to the next question, who worked for social empowerment, expansion of education, struggle for freedom, and abstain from violence, revolutionary path during the national struggle in India? So option A, Raja Ramohan Roy. B, Gokhel. C, Vivekananda. And D, Gandhi. You can provide the answer. This is the previous year question, 2023 latest paper, December 3 SSB. So the official answer key provide option D and option B. Both are correct. Gokhel as well as Gandhiji are the belongs to this idea. Okay, we will discuss how they are basically promote that idea. So here we clear or conclude that we have to understand the concept of the scholars and differentiate the major idea of the scholar who overlap each other, because in Indian politics you will find most of the scholar are having overlap thinking or overlap understanding. Okay, in this session we'll see you that how the few of idea of Gokhel similar to Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Okay, so that is the whole idea. As we already with the presentation a table with you, similarly with respect to Gokhel there is a table for our better remembering the concept. That is how you can see event and influence. So a factual information you have to remember 1889 Gokhel joined in Indian National Congress. Simply you can get a question. So when did Gokhel join Indian National Congress? 1889. Okay, and few of the organization set up by Gokhel, these are your servant of Indian society, Sarvajanika Sabha journal, and the Hitabadha is a newspaper which wrote by your Gokhel. Okay, so they can ask the simple question that in match of following, so you can get a question from here. That's why you have to remember this organization and newspaper. Then also it's important from exam point of view. So far so our SSB exam is concerned, influence the scholar Gopal Gokhel influence from which scholar's idea. Okay, from JS Mill Gokhel influence, like we study Raja Ram Mohan Roy influence from John Locke idea of natural your right. Okay, natural right theory. So from J.S. Mill, Gopal Krishna influenced the political idea. We'll discuss in our upcoming slide. From D. Watch, P. Mehta, and G. Ranade, Govinda Ranade, M.G. Ranade. Okay, M.G. Ranade used to be a political, or we can say the teacher of Gopal Krishna Gokhel. Okay, and do you know Gopal Krishna Gokhel is the teacher of whom? It's the Gandhiji. Okay, and he also influenced by Dadabhai Naroji and Eddie Hume. Okay, so in your last examination, question with respect to John Rawls, who influenced or who not influenced the John Rawls? So the answer was basically Michael Sandel. Similarly, you can get question that who among the following influence or not influence to the Gopal Krishna Gokhel. So from here you will get how many questions? So many questions. From this you get one question, here one question, and from here also. So this table is going to provide the 3 questions. So please remember these things. Okay. So now we will discuss the slide with respect to its concept and the related idea. Okay, so extra information for examination, like Raja Ram Mohan Roy RRR. Okay, he support British administration. Okay, he support British administration. You can here see the overlapping idea with Raja Ram Mohan Roy versus your Gopal Krishna Gokhel. Both of them support the British administration. Why they support? We'll discuss. Okay, and the major concept here you can see the England's place to India is related to Gopal Krishna Gokhel. Simply you can get the question that England's place to India, the concept related to whom? It's Gopal Krishna Gokhel. He believed that England will bring modernization in society, so political integration in India. That is the meaning of England's place to India. Okay, India. So this is related to Gokhel. Very very important. Please remember it. Then the idea, Gopal Krishna idea on liberalism, we will discuss. He not support the classical liberalism. Okay, what is the classical liberalism? Classical liberalism view negative liberty, negative freedom. View supports the laissez-faire. Also, the limited role of the government, the non-interference of the government. These are the main elements of classical liberalism. But Gokhel are not the supporter of the classical liberalism. So here you can also find a similarity with between Gokhel and Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Gokhel and Raja Ram Mohan Roy. So I will tell you the beauty of Indian political thinker. Although they supports the political ideology of Western country, but they try to support from their own understanding and own orientations. That's why the concept like the postmodernism emerge here. Okay, that is how our Indian political thinker is so smart, because they're trying to create their own understandings rather than blindly support any Western ideology. If you talk about Raja Ram Mohan Rai, Gokhel, they support British administration, but they support on the basis of their argument and understanding. And let me clear you, this few point is going to helpful you very way. This is the important which ensure to you tackle the conceptual based questions. Okay, I am searching here and there and different article books, then I basically mention these points. This is the important point. Moving to the next point, states should interfere with responsibility for the development of society. Okay, so Gopal Gokhel believe the existence of the British institution. Okay, and he believed that the state will interfere for the development of society. Development of the society. Third point is he opposed the official secrecy bill 1924. What is official secrecy bill 1944? If they ask question, so you have to remember here that he opposed the official secrecy bill 1924 because this is problematic for the Indian press system. Okay, as we know, Raja Gopal Gokhel support the freedom of the press, so he basically against this act because of that only. You will ask me, sir, in last session you told us that independence like and free press supported by Raja Ram Mohan Roy, and if the question ask Gopal Krishna will also correct. Let me clear you. So although Gopal Krishna support the freedom of the press, but if there is option of the Raja Ram Mohan Roy, then you will go Raja Ram Mohan Roy, because Raja Ram Mohan Roy clearly mention about that idea. But Gopal Krishna Gokhel, like this is not original idea which belong to the Gopal Krishna Gokhel. Okay, say for example, some of the scholar or the like we can say that have a like its origin term that patent to the particular scholar. जदि मु तुम कथा कहबी जॉन लॉक, सो जॉन लॉक नेचुरल राइट थ्योरी है, तो जदि क्वेश्चन आसला हु कॉइन द नेचुरल राइट, तो जॉन लॉक अच्छी थॉमस पेन अच्छी, तो तुम जॉन लॉक को चूक कर, तो सेमती ईच एंड एवरी पॉलिटिकल स्कॉलर हैव the its own legacy of a different term and concept. So with analyzing the option we have to sometimes select and work very smartly. That is how the question frame, because in Indian political thought you will found most of similarity between Raja Ram Mohan Rai and Gopal Gokhel. Like this question you found like this question, guys, this question that official answer ki provide the both answer your Gandhiji and also Gopal Gokhel. Okay, because if you see the most of idea of Indian political thinker are similar in nature, so you don't need to worry, just have a clear understanding the under the concept of each and every political thinker. Okay, so next point, he talk on liberty, property and freedom of contract. Okay, as we see in the last question, so Gokhel believe idea of basically liberty, property and freedom of the contract. So here you can say Gopal Krishna believe the basically individual liberty. Okay, so that is how I mention there he support liberty, property and the contract. And one important thing can be confuse you in examination, he support the separate electorate. Okay, so year 1999 Indian Council Act Morley Minto Reform, specifically supported by Gopal Krishna Gokhel, and he believed that it does not matter that how many of Indian participate from which community, which religions. He believed that at least the representations to the Indian Legislative Council must be there. Okay, and he supports separate electorate. Do believe that thing, do remember that thing, because your Ambedkar, because your Gandhi, special Gandhi basically not support that thing, but Gopal Krishna Gokhale is a political reformer support that thing, the separate electorate. So it can be converted into question, because here the confusion are lies. Okay, so they did not touch till now this aspect. They can ask the question. And the very important point which I am going to tell you, it will going to open your eye. He not supports the universal adult franchise that can be converted into questions. He not supports the universal adult franchise. What does it mean by universal adult franchise? That means each and every individual get the right to vote under the 18 years, irrespective of race, religion, caste, community, etc. Okay, so but according to Gokhel, there is a voting right to every person, but it's not universal adult franchise. The voting right of a educated person who have the the author or responsible to pay tax, or those providing the tax, they have the weightage of voting more than the people those are poor or not having the property or the ability to provide the tax. So this is how he not supported the universal adult franchise, because most of people think that he is a modern political thinker and its idea all based on welfare. Okay, all the things, so they can basically frame a question from here. ଯଦି ମୁଁ ତୁମକୁ କହି ଗୋଟେ କଥା କହିବି, କ'ଣ ହେଇଛି ନା ଯେଉଁଟାକି ଆମର କୌଟଲ୍ୟଙ୍କ ବିଷୟରେ ଗୋଟେ ଆସିଲା ନା, all the freedom has the rights of with respect to marriage and divorce. ସମସ୍ତେ ଭାବିଲେ ହଁ କୌଟଲ୍ୟ talks about the welfare state, that might be correct. Similar way they can frame the question. All of people will think, huh, Gopal Krishna Gokhel are modern political thinker, talk about social reformer, also will talks about the universal adult franchise. Here they will make the question. So do remember, he not support the universal adult franchise. And here you can connect one thing. So here you can connect one thing, that why he influenced for the JS Mill. Do you know the main interesting idea of JS Mill? JS Mills also not supporting the universal adult franchise. JS Mill talk about weighted vote system. JS Mill talk about weighted vote system. Okay, that the person who have the more wealth or educated one, they will be the higher vote with respect to, or number of vote, the weight of vote they are higher than the poor one. That you have to remember here. Okay, so I believe there can be questions. Okay, so that you have to remember. Simply they can convert into question. Okay, and he support the elementary and compulsory free education. Here question arise, sir, Gopal Krishna Gokhale are not supporter of the voting right to women. Yes, he do supporter of the voting right to women, but you have to remember he not supporter the universal franchise. So please make the correct of this concept. It's very important and it can be troubling in question. Okay, in examination. So that is how all idea about on liberalism. Like here you can see now, he the expansion of education and struggle for freedom also he talks about, and he not support the revolutionary. So this is the question basically asked, and we already discussed that thing. Okay, this is the way they basically frame the question. And the main thing that the political goal, okay, political goal of Gopal Krishna Gokhale, he believes the self government, not the over the good government. What is the self government? Self government means he talks that government will be created, or self government will be created, in which the Indian people in authority within the British administration. Why? Now, to Gokhel, Indian people are not capable to run the political systems their own. So, on basis or for the training and experience purpose, the British, under the British government, the Indian ruler or the Indian institution should exist. So that is how self government, not the good government. Okay, so that the clear understanding here. So here we discussed that Gopal Krishna Gokhel was against. So what are the principles related to Gopal Krishna Gokhel? Local self-government. Okay, so not the good government but local self-government. So the local self-government for Gopal Krishna Gokhel is something different from the Tilak and Gandhiji, Swaraj and so far so far. Okay, so you have to remember the difference between this concept. And another thing is that he promoted the constitutional method or peaceful way for resistance. He never support the idea of violence, never support the approach by which followed by your Tilak. Okay, he not support the idea of a method of revolting by Tilak. Okay, he support always the constitutional method, the peaceful method. Okay, because Gopal Krishna Gokhel belongs to the moderate school of Indian National Congress. Like this statement here mentioned, he abstain from revolutionary path. Okay, revolutionary path. So for the national struggle. Okay, so basically abstain from revolution path. So this is how the constitutional method by constitutional way. Okay, so that is how you have to remember, and also understanding the term or vocabulary that you study constitutional method, that means peaceful, that means not revolutionary. So in that way they will be frame the question from here and there. That is the objective. So let me recite again what we basically so far so study. Today we study the event like joining of INC, then different organization and the influence the scholars, especially J.S. Mill, the famous who basically influenced Gopal Krishna Gokhel, and extra information that he support the British administration we study, and the England's pledge to India, the related to Gokhel, and also on liberalism. He not support classical liberalism. He support the interference of the state in the development of society. He opposed the official secrecy bill. Why he opposed? Because of the press are banned under this act. He talk about liberty, individual liberty, property and freedom for contract. Okay, he support the separate electorate systems and not support the universal adult franchise, and support the elementary compulsory education, free education. Then in this under this political goal and freedom, believes in self-government over the good government, and promote a constitutional method, the peaceful for resistance. Okay, he denounced the revolutionary method. Okay, so this is all about so far so the Gopal Krishna Gokhel is concerned. From there basically you will get so many questions as much as basically I analyze and I study. For further study you can refer IGNO or the article available in Joster, and also few of the your recommended book as we follow. So this is all about from my side to this topic. And uh, before ending this lecture, would like to ask a question to all of you. That question is like your homework question. On basis of our this video, this question are frame, hope you are able to answer. This is the homework question in front of you. You have to provide the answer in comment section, or if you know you can write down the answer in your notebook. It's up to you. Okay, I will tell you the correct answer in our upcoming session. So the question is like that. Who among the following not support the universal adult franchise? Okay, option A Gokhel, B J.S. Mill, C both A and B, and D Gandhiji. So you have to provide the correct answer in the comment section. Hope this question is visible to you and there is a clear cut understanding of this idea as we already discussed. Okay. Thank you everyone for being part of this lesson. I hope you finding this interesting, valuable, and you can share your valuable feedback on my effort, my video, and my content and way of the understanding. If anything you found to be rectify me, then you are totally welcome, because I am also learner. Thank you guys, and do share and do press the bell icon. Do share because sharing is always caring. Thank you guys. Have a nice day.